Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, executive producer, director, son, and all-around great guy, Matt.
I like how you finally added all-around great guy.
Yeah.
Up until now, I've just been average.
I tried to, come up with something that would flow this morning. So.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, good morning. We come to you from the studio, which is the other half of our guest room. So, we do have a live studio audience, but I don't think Sarah can applaud this morning.
I don't think they're very live.
They're also not very live, yeah. And Liam is still asleep, so...
We'll see how long he goes.
But you guys, last night we watched Moana, right?
Yes.
And Liam fell asleep during the movie.
Literally 5 minutes in.
Yeah, because he didn't have a nap yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He just would not pause for a nap. So Liam he fell asleep 5 minutes into the movie. Then he woke up near the end of the movie. And when the movie ended, I went to bed. But I was upstairs reading, and I could hear little Liam laughs going on downstairs. How late did you keep him up?
Well, first off, I'm not his mother, so I'm not responsible.
All right. How late did you witness him being up?
We were up until 10:30.
10:30. Okay.
So what they did after that, I'm not in charge of.
He was just having a grand old time, whatever it was. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, our mission today is how to entertain an almost 2-year-old on a rainy day.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's
a very crappy day here.
Yeah. We haven't had much rain this summer, so we do need it, but it is a steady
Which is
rain.
really funny because we've had clouds, like cloudy days all summer.
Right.
But not a lot of rain.
No. And almost every other part of Massachusetts has had too much rain.
Yeah. There's
just a little sliver, and I think the Cape. It's just us and the Cape that, my garden has been this year. I just have not. Have other people, I think I've seen some Facebook posts of tomatoes that didn't really develop, and I did speak to a farmer at the Holliston Marketplace, and she said that things are running late this year because of the lousy weather we had in July.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just not enough sunshine, also not enough rain.
I don't farm. So
you don't farm.
You.
No. Good morning and welcome to show number 44. Hope you'll join us in the chat this morning. Tell us whatever's going on in your life and participate. Give us your opinion on some stories we have. A question we had yesterday that I put up on Facebook, what question do you hate? What question do you hate? And someone sent one last night. I just read it this morning.
Okay.
She must be a teacher because her question was, must be nice having the summer off, huh? Teachers must be fed up with getting that
I think
question.
we should just give teachers a pass to beat them up when they say that.
To what?
Just to beat up that
person.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Just punch them right in the face.
Yeah, you have our blessing.
I think it's totally okay to do so.
Let's see. Other questions people hate. What's for dinner came up a few times. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine that if people always go, what's for dinner?
Well, especially because I feel like I ask what's for dinner, and then 30 minutes later, I forgot 100%. So I will be asking again.
Val says, I'm a diabetic, so she's sick of the question, can you eat that? Is it okay for you to eat that? Lauren, who she and her husband have decided not to have kids, Lauren says that the question she hates is, do you have kids? Why not? She said, it's so rude, and I'm tired of being asked that.
It is, and it's funny what people don't realize is rude. Like, people are just blatantly rude, and they just don't realize it. But yeah, that question kind of goes along with what we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
How people have this set, concrete life plan, and anyone that doesn't do that.
Anyone that deviates from it,
they don't like them.
And John reminded me about one that I hated back in the day. He says, back in the day, at job interviews, the question I hated was, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh, I hated that question. Because I don't know.
I will say,
who knows what life is going to be like in 1 year?
It's good to have goals, but that question's always going to change. So I will defend the question slightly.
Okay.
Because it is good to think about where you want to be in 5 years. But the truth of the matter is you're not going to be anywhere near there.
No, probably not.
You'll be past it. But
how should you answer that question, though? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself in your chair.
I would do something funny. Say jail. I see myself in jail. or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sarah said something in the chat. When Stephen was deployed, they said, "Wow, the time is flying." For who, Karen? For who? That's
The time was not flying by.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe for you because you don't pay attention.
And by the way, Sarah sharing that chat with us
From
over there.
6 feet that way.
That's like when you're upstairs and I'm down and I text you, dinner's ready.
Well, the chat is funny because it's delayed. For those of you that don't know, once you type the chat, I probably don't see it on my screen for 10 seconds, I would say. So I saw her pick up her phone, type something, and then just stare at me.
And just wait for it.
And I was like, there's something coming.
Wait for it to register.
Yep.
Today is Thursday. It is August 5th. It's National Underwear Day today. While you're wearing your favorite underwear, consider these brief ways to celebrate. Do you have your sound effects?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. And yes, they do offer a suggestion. You can read a book about the history of underwear. There is one that's called Unmentionables, A Brief History of Underwear by Elaine Benson and John Eston.
Who and why?
Do we need a
Someone
history
took
of underwear?
the time to write that book, and
yeah.
also who's going to take the time to read that book?
Yeah, and somebody decided to publish it.
Out of all the books, just think about it. Someone went to the bookstore because the reason that you're talking about it means somebody bought it because we wouldn't have heard about it if nobody bought it.
Right.
Somebody went to the bookstore, walked past. What are the greatest books of all time?
Oh,
I mean, besides the Bible is the greatest selling book of all time. That's
Catcher
just
in
a
the
fact.
Rye.
Catcher in the Rye.
Ernest
Let's see.
Hemingway's books.
The Da Vinci Code you got up there, I
the
think.
Da Vinci Code.
Great book. Someone walked by all these phenomenal books and picked up a book about underwear.
Yeah.
They were like, this is the one I'm buying.
Yep. Hi, could you tell me what the underwear book is? Yeah.
Shame.
You could buy some new underwear to celebrate. You can never have too many pairs. You can clean out your underwear drawer. You can tell a clean underwear joke. It's harder than you think. But I do have...
You're putting me on the spot.
I do have some suggestions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How long does it take to put on a pair of underwear? A brief second.
Do we have any jokes that don't involve the word brief?
Are you wearing holy underwear? No? Then how did you put your legs through them?
Hold on.
Thank you. Yeah. So, there you go. National Underwear Day. What was that?
Time out. Did I ruin your thunder there? Did you have more with?
No, I didn't have more
okay.
underwear jokes.
I'm just making sure.
No.
Okay.
Who was that? Was it Doug Funny? He wore his underwear on the outside.
That was not my show. Sarah said yes.
Yeah, that was
Sarah and Doug.
Yeah, and your brother Doug. We used to call him Doug Funny. Yeah. It's National Work Like a Dog Day. Who was it? Mom asked. What does that mean?
Sarah did.
Oh, Sarah asked.
I love it. Sarah just keeps raising her hand.
Yeah.
It's like, it was me.
Here.
I watched Doug Funny.
Yeah. National Oyster Day, which we were saying last night.
Never had oysters.
Yeah. I never have either. And it's National...
Sarah has.
Sarah has had oysters?
She would like us to know, yes.
It's National IPA Day, which stands for India Pale Ale. I never knew that.
Oh.
I just knew it was craft beers and IPAs.
There's probably a lot of people that drink IPAs that don't know what it stands for.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. So, glad I could help.
There you go.
I'm not into craft beers. Are you?
I haven't had enough.
You haven't had enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't really know. I've had a couple.
Still, you're studying this.
Well, that's the thing. I haven't been studying. People just handed me them. I tried them. They were okay.
My son, Doug, takes me to this place called Casual Pint. What? Sarah's raising her hand. Have you taken me to Casual Pint? I can't remember. Oh, okay. Sarah and Doug have taken me to Casual Pint. And it's a nice place down at Virginia Beach, but there are so many choices of beer. Mm-hmm. I usually walk in and I say, Doug, you know what I like? Order me a beer. But they do have...
He will take a Bud Light, please.
They do have a place, you can sample beers, so if you see one that sounds interesting, you can have a little, it's like a little shot glass of beer to see if you like that.
Just sample a bunch and don't buy any.
There you go. On the date book for today, what is it, August 5th? On this day in 1914, the first electric traffic light was installed in the U.S. in Cleveland, believe it or not.
Big day.
On this day in 1921, KDKA Pittsburgh presents the first radio broadcast of the Major League Baseball, first Pirates game.
Oh, wow.
On this day in 1926, Harry Houdini stays in a coffin underwater for 1.5 hours before escaping.
Jeez.
Yeah, that guy was amazing. And on this day in 1957, American Bandstand premiered on network TV. It was on ABC. And on this day in 1998, the American spinoff Whose Line Is It Anyway, starring Ryan Stiles, Colin Mockery, and Wayne Brady, debuted on ABC.
Phenomenal show.
Yeah.
Love that show.
Yeah.
I actually found a website that, like, it's a legit, like, streaming website, but they're all for free. You don't need to pay anything.
You can see all the episodes?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Just search Whose Line Is It Anyway streaming. Maybe it'll pop up.
And
love that show.
To realize that was all improv.
Yeah.
You know? Nothing
and it's
was
funny
written.
to see the people that pass. I mean, Wayne Brady is just, like, awesome.
Yeah.
But Charles Eston, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Eston.
Okay.
He was on that show. He's now starring in Outer Banks. He was in that show Nashville for CMT. So it's cool. It's cool how he did that.
Just one celebrity birthday to mention this morning. Had a crush on her. Marcia Brady. Maureen McCormick is 65.
I'm telling Mom.
Of course, anybody my age had a crush on Marcia. Everybody had a crush on Marcia
I'm telling
Brady
Mom.
back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, Mom's guy was Tom Selleck.
I'm telling Dad.
She said, "I'll leave you in a minute for Tom Selleck."
I would too, to be honest.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tom Selleck?
Yeah,
What a
we'd be
hunk.
out of here.
What a hunk.
Coming up today, what has no reason to exist in 2021, yet still does?
Me, somehow. Still here. This show. I don't know.
We have some Bridezilla stories for you. I realized we hadn't had a Bridezilla story yet this week. We have a story about some flight attendants who might have gone too far, though I support the flight attendants.
We'll see.
Yeah. Braley's Bizarre But True will tell you about a guy who ordered a 6-ounce steak, then took out his own scale to see if he got what he ordered. And the Farmer's Almanac is out with their prediction for winter. All right, we'll get to that in a few minutes. Anyone checking in the chats?
Abby said good morning. She also threw me under the bus for the date, but I don't know what you're talking about. Looks right to me.
Looks fine.
You'll have to go back and replay the footage to see if anything happened.
Looks good.
Peter Guy, good morning from New Hampshire. They're still up there in New Hampshire. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's see. Mrs. Guy says, I always thought it was independent pale ale. Go figure.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. What did you say it was? India pale ale.
Pale ale. Yeah.
Sarah did say you can get samples at that place, like you said.
That's
shot glasses.
Casual Pint.
Yeah. Peter Guy says, fried oysters are delish and sweeter than clams. Okay, maybe I'll like it. I do like clams.
And you like mussels, too.
Do you have to slurp them? That always grosses me out.
Yeah, Sarah gives us a thumbs up. Yeah.
That's just weird, though. I don't know.
They're in the shell, right?
Yeah, you got to slurp them up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gary says there's a place in Rhode Island that has 69 beers on tap. Similarly to that, so many great choices. They definitely did that on purpose.
Yeah.
They want to add new flavors, but they can't anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if he gets the joke. Anyways, Mrs. Guy said, those men are brilliant. I'm just going to assume you're talking about us. Abby says, kids celebrated chocolate chip cookie day yesterday. They are going to be disappointed to hear it's National Underwear Day. I mean, he told you ways to celebrate. Go through your underwear drawer.
Yeah,
I don't really know why we have to celebrate, but there's...
I don't think the kids are going to like National Oyster Day.
And Val M says, Marsha. You can go ahead and do it because I'm not going to do it.
Marsha.
There you go. Yeah. And that's it.
All right.
Let's get going.
Let's go to the news this morning before we get into some fun stuff. The party for the nation's 44th president will go on, but only for family and close friends. Former President Barack Obama has scaled back his 60th birthday bash, set for this weekend, due to the surge of infections blamed on the Delta variant of the coronavirus. Attendance is now limited to family and close friends, so I guess we're out. Published reports had said hundreds of celebrities, politicos, and others were expected at Obama's home on Martha's Vineyard.
Is that what you call political people?
Politicos.
Politicos?
Yeah, you never heard that?
I love that.
Yeah, politicos. Jerry Remy announced yesterday that he will be taking time away from the booth as he receives lung cancer treatments. In a statement, he said, I will battle this with everything I have. I am so grateful for the support from Nesson, the Red Sox, and all of you. I hope that I'll be rejoining you in your living rooms soon.
I love that, man.
Yeah. Remy was forced to take time off earlier this year due to a health scare. During the team's game on June 11th, Remy left the booth and was taken to Mass General for testing after experiencing shortness of breath. He is a 4-time cancer survivor and in the past has been very public about his health and his battles with depression. New Bedford struck gold twice last month after 2 residents each won $1 million in the lottery. Donna Rogers and Jose Silva each won $1 million last month. On July 6th, Rogers won the $1 million prize in the state lottery's 100 times the cash instant ticket game. Rogers chose the cash option for her prize. She gets $650,000 before taxes. Jose Silva of New Bedford said he only plays the Massachusetts State Lottery's $2 million 50 times cash word instant ticket game. He also chose the cash option. He gets $650,000 before taxes. So instant, we got to buy those scratchers, I guess, to have a chance to win.
Okay, you can.
There's no word on how many scratchers they threw away before they.
I was going to say
winner.
they're probably those addicts.
Yeah. And Fall Out Boy, the band, is pulling out of tonight's Fenway Park concert after a member of the band's team tested positive for the coronavirus. The Hella Mega Tour will still go on as scheduled with Green Day, Weezer, and the Interrupters. In an Instagram post, the band said, "It's important to note that everyone on the entire tour, both band and crew, are fully vaccinated." Sports, Red Sox remembered how to win. They found a win last night. We'll talk about that next after the world's steepest dive roller coaster. Dr. Diabolical is coming next year to Six Flags Fiesta in Texas. The ride has, you ready?
It's a good name. I'll give it that.
The ride has multiple drops of 90 degrees or more, which creates the sensation of free falling while you're safely strapped in. After riders are hoisted 150 feet into the air, they will go downwards at a 95-degree angle at speeds of up to 60 miles an hour. The coaster will carry 21 passengers at a time and will include a 270-degree zero-G roll and a 75-foot near-vertical drop. Not for me.
See, I don't know. I honestly, it's been a long time since I've ridden a roller coaster. We'll see.
Yeah, it has.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It depends if it's the one where your feet are hanging. I don't like those.
You don't like those?
Not a fan of those. Yeah.
Now,
I like to be in a car.
Did you ride on the roller coaster? No, the girls went on the roller coasters, right? The last time we went to...
I went on some of the roller coasters.
Some of the roller coasters.
Yeah, but some I did not.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Would you go? I can hear some people already saying, "Yeah, when is it open?" In fact, my friend Tim Peterson, who runs the physical therapy place that I go to, Synergy, free plug. Tim and his family have made like roller coaster vacations. They rented a camper one summer and they just went to theme parks to ride roller coasters. I guess they're roller coaster maniacs.
Yeah. Sarah's a roller coaster maniac.
Yeah.
So she'd probably go on it.
Probably go for that. Sports, the Red Sox with a win. Eduardo Rodriguez struck out 10 in 5 shutout innings, and the Red Sox snapped a 5-game losing streak with a 4-1 win over the Tigers on Wednesday. They have a day game today before they head for Toronto. New England Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels said quarterback Cam Newton is now seeing the forest for the trees. In other words, understanding things much better in year 2. McDaniel says he just knows much more about what we're doing. It's less new learning every day and more repetition of things that he already understands. Bill Belichick has said Cam Newton is the quarterback. So
I would love to see MVP Cam.
Yeah.
I've always supported Cam.
Yeah.
Except when he sucks.
Didn't somebody try to get into a bet with you as to who?
Oh yeah, Doug did the other night.
Who would be the starting? Who would start the season?
I don't know if we shook on it. I'll have to hit him up.
Oh,
yeah.
Because if you didn't shake,
it was a $5 bet. Big money. Go. Big money here, folks.
And the synchronized swimming competition is underway this week at the Olympics. The sport, sometimes called artistic swimming, might be the toughest one of the games. Now you hear this and you go, huh? What? Synchronized swimming requires the strength and power of weightlifters, the speed and lung capacity of distance swimmers, the flexibility and skill of gymnasts, and the ability to perform in perfect sync with the music and each other. About 25% of these synchronized swimmers have reported a concussion. Some believe the percentage might be closer to 40%, given the number of swimmers who think but aren't certain they suffered concussions.
My question is how? With other, it would have to be with other
They must bang
swimmers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they hit the bottom. Do they hit the bottom sometimes?
I don't think so. It's a really deep pool. I
Yeah.
think.
They must bump into each other. Huh?
I don't know. That's surprising. I know I couldn't do it. That's like water polo. Blows my mind how they tread water for that long.
Yeah.
And I like it when they pump and they like lift themselves up above the water. They're like dolphins just getting up there and then they whip it.
And
I
they-
love water polo. Big
Especially
fan.
the goalie, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
the goalie's got to lunge. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The cast of American Idol is staying the same next year. We'll have the story on that next. But here's that flight attendant story. And tell us what you think. Liam is awake, by the way.
He's looking around. He's very confused.
A few flight attendants are temporarily suspended after Frontier Airlines decided that duct taping an unruly passenger to his seats might have crossed a line. Now, maybe you've seen the video. It was captured Saturday on a flight from Philly to Miami, in which a young guy is seen losing on the passengers. He starts yelling at them that his parents are worth $2 million and other bizarre ramblings. He's cussing out the flight attendants as well. They were trying to calm him down. He actually groped.
I was going to say, I read that he touched two of the flight attendants.
Yeah. Eventually, he gets into a fight with a male flight attendant, and he's finally restrained to a seat with a ton of duct tape. The rest of the passengers were cheering his detainment. Now, what led up to all this was the man reportedly came out of the bathroom shirtless after he spilled a drink on himself. As some attendants helped him get a new shirt from his bag, he allegedly went around groping some of the female flight attendants' breasts, and things escalated from there. He was arrested and booked on several charges upon landing, but Frontier says they also suspended some of the flight crew as an investigation gets underway. I don't think they should be...
No.
Good morning.
I saw some videos of the dude. He was just the scum of the earth. Like, he was yelling. Like, I love that. His go-to defense was, my parents are worth $2 million. Yeah. Which, I'm not saying that's not a lot of money, because it is, but I feel like in order to yell that your parents are worth money, you got to be over $100 million.
Yeah.
In order to use that as a fight.
Good morning.
I do think he was wasted. That's what it looked like.
I mean, he came out of the bathroom because he spilled a drink on himself.
If you're that sloppy of a drunk, don't be drinking while flying. But the fact that he groped those flight attendants, he fully deserved to be duct taped to that chair.
Yeah.
The only thing I'll say is I think they would have gotten away with it if they didn't put. It looked like they put duct tape, like his upper chest, or like almost his. It looked like his neck and then over his mouth. I think they would have gotten away with it if they just went like arms down, like just restrict him. If he keeps yelling, whatever, it's just yelling.
Yeah.
But they covered up his mouth, and it looked like that was the only thing I feel like you shouldn't do, because you don't want to suffocate the dude. But no, he was just a disgusting human being. He deserved to be tied up. And it was gross.
And when you think about it, what options do they have? You know, I mean, you're in a closed, it's a confinement there area. It's small.
Are there not always like what are they called? Air marshals?
Air marshals.
Are there not always someone with handcuffs on the plane?
I
thought there was.
Yeah, I don't think
because
there was.
That would
on
be
this
my
flight.
thing. No hand. Yeah. But
I don't blame them at
something
all.
needed to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude was blatantly yelling and groping flight attendant, like inappropriate.
That's too far.
Like like.
Then he hauled off and started, really going after one of the male flight attendants.
If I had to guess, they're probably getting suspended for an investigation of some kind, but they better not get in actual trouble.
We'll
That's
see
all
how
I'm
it
saying.
comes out.
That dude deserves to just go to jail, never fly again. I hate that dude.
Yeah.
Never met him, but I've seen one video of him, and I hate him.
Just put it on the no-fly list.
Yeah. And then he was like, my grandfather makes so much money. So clearly this dude makes zero money.
Yeah.
That's what I got from the arguments.
He's living off
he makes no money,
Yeah.
is what his argument was. Right. I don't know. He's a scumbag. He deserved to be duct taped. That's my theory.
Like your thoughts.
Yeah.
All right. Join us in the chat if you have thoughts on this, or if you're watching later in the day. We do the show live at 8 o'clock in the morning, and but if you watch it later in the day, feel free to leave a comment right there on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
And we'll read it later today.
Yeah, let's see. We do have some chats. Sarah from across the room said,
"Oh, hi.
Remember when we told you the Aerosmith coaster had no flips? I do remember that. You told me it was a very simple roller coaster.
And
it was not. There was at least 2 flips. I don't remember how many. 6 flips?
6 flips?
6 flips.
Whoa.
It was a great experience, though. I'm definitely glad. I'm glad you lied to me, but don't do it again.
It goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
Less than 2 seconds, yeah.
Yikes.
It was a lot of fun. But I was also like 8, so try and lie to me again and see what happens, okay? My parents are worth $2 million, okay? Anyways.
Duct tape.
Dana says, sorry I'm late, guys. I went sideways on the boo-boo bus. I hope that's not literally. I hope that's just like metaphorically sideways.
Metaphorically?
Like poop went sideways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're okay. He also said long live duct tape. Trish
Yes.
will be home late. Yes, she will.
Yeah.
I give her the typical call when we're getting ready for the show. And
Do you say good morning, or do you just say, where are you?
I say, what was this morning?
Where you
Sometimes I say status report, Trish. Today was where you at, Trish.
Where you at?
She was like, I got a late call. I haven't even left yet. I'm like, come on, Trish. She's like, I know.
We had a day yesterday trying to get, she was busy running off to things and having meetings. And at one point we called her last night. I think Sarah called her. We called her to talk about her crazy popcorn maker she has.
Oh, yes.
So
Very annoying.
we called her during the movie, and she answered the phone, and she was like, hi, Sarah, I'm off to a cardiac arrest. Is everything okay?
Very composed, too.
Okay.
She was just like, is everything okay? And then, I don't know, a couple hours later, she was like, hey, what's up? Is everything okay? What happened? What'd you need? Like nothing happened.
Let me see if I can lift you up.
Leonard's here.
If I can lift you up before I get my elbow fixed. I'm getting that PRP procedure in my elbow today, so
Yes.
we'll see how that goes.
What's up, Lenny?
Good morning. This is Fred, by the way.
Oh, gotta go.
Gotta go.
That was it. See you later. Abby said throw him out of the airplane. I do feel like we should be able to do that. With a parachute, of course.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
okay.
saying just throw him out, but I think you should, if you're belligerent and you're causing a scene and you're blatantly wrong,
Yep.
strap a parachute on. You're on your own, buddy. Teach him how to use it, but at that point,
That would be nice.
at that point, it becomes natural selection, and figure it out, buddy.
Okay.
You decided to get drunk. That's going to impair your parachute skills. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Give him a chance to live. That's all I'm saying. And let's see. And Peter Guy says, you go, Matt. I agree.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right, entertainment news for this morning. The cast of American Idol is staying the same next year. Judges Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan will, along with host Ryan Seacrest, have all signed new deals to remain with the singing competition in 2022. There's no mention of Bobby Bones. I don't know if his contract was up.
I think they're waiting to see what happens with his TV show.
Because he's a mentor, right?
Yeah, he also has a TV show, Breaking Bobby Bones.
American Idol is set to open up virtual auditions to would-be contestants across the country on August 6th. Sarah, what do you think? Should we get your brother to audition? It's tomorrow. Tomorrow, auditions for American Idol.
Y'all people don't get how this works.
Oh, what works?
So there's if you ever have been singing anywhere in any capacity, everyone's like, do a singing competition.
Yeah.
But that's not always the way to go. Depends on what you want to do. So just know that. Singing competitions aren't always they're not the only thing you can do as
I know they're
as
not,
a singer.
but it's a way to...
Also, if you don't have a powerhouse voice, you're not going to win those. So don't waste your time.
If you're not a Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
Or,
Carrie Underwood, literally one of the best singers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Challenge me on that.
Yep.
She would singing competitions make sense for her because she's going to sing everyone under the table. I'm not. So I'm going to spend my time writing songs.
So okay. All right. Next year will be American Idol's 20th season overall. The first 15 were on Fox, the next 5 on ABC. I haven't watched it since Simon Cowell left, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think last winner I saw. It might have been Philip Phillips. I watched that season.
Okay.
I saw him win.
Yeah.
That was the last one. Did he even win? I think he won.
Oh, you got some water?
That's not Grampy's, though. I don't know. If he
No,
wants
that's
that.
not my bottle of water.
That's Sarah's.
He's
All right.
wondering what to do with his water.
Yeah, you think about that, buddy.
Was it? We're all sharing a cold here,
Yes.
courtesy of our friend. What?
Water.
Water. He's so serious about this water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still in that dazed, just woke up phase.
Your brother Doug, I remember, who he and his wife watch America's Got Talent.
Yes.
They like that show every
Do
summer.
you still watch it, Sarah? No.
No.
I know you used to.
But I remember your brother saying, you need a real heart-grabbing story, Matt.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody...
It's more than just, like, actually having a talent.
Yeah. Because a lot of the people that they focus on that show, they have a story. They have some hard luck story.
Yeah.
So you start rooting for the person. So we need to come up with a story for Matt.
Well, besides, no, again,
You're
I
not
have no desire to do one of these shows. Everyone needs to. That's like the first time I ever posted like anything on the internet. Everyone, like all your Facebook friends, were like, "He needs to do the voice. Tell him to do the voice.
Right.
Do the voice." My voice isn't that good, guys. I realize that. I know what I'm doing. Singing competitions aren't the end all be all.
Okay.
Also, I will say, think of all the winners of singing competitions that have gone on to do nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
So, thanks, man. Appreciate
I mean,
it.
there's only, there's been Kelly Clarkson and there's been Carrie Underwood.
They're probably the two best.
Yeah. Yeah. Jennifer
Hudson.
Hudson, right? She went on to,
But like,
to star.
David Cook beat David Archuleta. You remember
Archuleta.
that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And where
year.
is David Cook?
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to David Cook.
Right.
If he's watching the show. I know
Yeah.
he's probably one of our
David,
longtime
morning.
listeners. But where is David Cook?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, I have one more story in entertainment news today, and that is Garth Brooks is going to reevaluate his stadium tours amid surging COVID cases through throughout the U.S. due to the Delta variant. In fact, he's considering whether or not he's going to Gillette, too. The Country Legends August 7th show at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City will go on as planned, as will the August 14th show in Lincoln, Nebraska. However, tickets for the September 4th sale in Seattle were slated to go on sale Friday. That's been put on hold. Brooks released a statement saying, "We have a 3-week window coming up where we, as a group, will assess the remainder of the stadium tours this year. It's humbling to see people put this much faith in you as an artist, and it kills me to think I'm letting them down." So we shall see.
There's some giggles going on over there. I will say he hasn't had good luck with rain either. His first, I think it was the first show on his tour got canceled.
Nashville,
right? Yeah, which is a big show.
Yes.
Probably the biggest, yeah.
All right, so the Farmer's Almanac is out. I read this story yesterday. A frosty flip-flop winter, is headed our way. There will be near normal amounts of snow from the west coast to the east coast, according to the Farmer's Almanac extended winter forecast. There will, however, this is what caught my eye, there will be noticeable month-to-month variations. Come February, the Northeast can expect a winter whopper toward the end of the month. In March, the country will see normal precipitation, but the Almanac predicts the East Coast is expected to experience a late winter storm in the middle of March, followed by a nor'easter toward the end of the month.
I'm sorry, Fred's kind of stealing your thunder here. I have Fred. I have a water.
Water for Fred?
I have Fred. You want the water back? There you go. You want Fred? Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, I get him back. I'll keep Fred. You want Fred to sit right here? Yeah.
Grampy is so happy he likes Fred, by the way, because
Wow.
I bought Fred.
Thank you.
I found Fred.
Yeah, I missed the Almanac story. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I can't comment on it.
That's my coffee.
All I heard was frosty flip-flop weather, which doesn't really make sense to me.
They're
I get
predicting
that there's no snow, but
come February, the Northeast can expect a winter whopper near the end of the month.
a winter whopper.
Which is about normal anyway, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I've always kind of thought this, no offense to the farmers, but is this Almanac actually like... I feel like the farmers all just sit around after a tough day, crack a beer, and say, "What do you think?"
I think it's going to snow in February. What about you?
I mean, it sounds like a good time. I want to be invited to the farmer meeting.
You know who we should contact about this is Dean DeVore.
Yeah.
You know, the AccuWeather dude that we had on. And I think he's told me in the past that the Farmer's Almanac has an uncanny way of actually coming true.
Yeah,
So-
I should probably do more research before I
Yeah.
talk crap. But, that's
But
just
that
how
takes
I
the
roll.
fun out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You handed it to me. I thought it was mine.
Is he on camera besides more than just the top of his head?
His whole head, pretty much.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, you want Fred? All right. There you go. You want this too? Bring that to Mommy. I think it's hers. No.
No?
Okay. Well, it's not mine. I don't deserve it. You want Fred to be on the camera?
Fred's
Yeah.
on the TV show.
Do you want to sit on Grampy's lap so we can continue the
Do
show?
you want to come over?
I'm going to give
No.
Fred to Grampy.
He's saying no. Oh, I like Fred. This is Fred, by the way, and I wrote a blog about why didn't I buy two? Because he loved...
Oh, wow. That was sassy.
If you
Grampy
had
doesn't
seen
get
the
Fred.
look. So,
I get Fred.
because he loves Fred,
Sorry,
you know,
Grampy.
so it would be nice if we could rotate. We found a Fred that had different ears,
We got a Fred alike.
and he's known as Daycare Fred.
Yeah.
He's DC Fred. And DC Fred goes to daycare every day. This guy stays with him
Yep.
or stays at the house.
Water.
So
All right, so we're doing the rest of the show while passing Fred
water
in the
for
water.
Fred?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to feed Fred some water. Okay. Cover on tight, we hope.
Let's see. Mrs. Guy said Matt is better of being a Neil Sedaka.
Neil Sedaka, yes.
Or Paul Anka.
Anka?
Be the amazing writer first, then they will have to let you sing. They see that's
Both-
the strat. When you don't have anyone out there that doesn't have a Whitney Houston voice, just that's the way to do it. Write some great songs, and then
Now, let me see if my memory serves. Paul Anka wrote My Way for Frank Sinatra.
okay.
And Neil Sedaka wrote Love Will Keep Us Together for the Captain and Tennille. Number one song of 1975.
You saying,
What?
You saying quiet down, Grampy?
Oh, Grampy's being too loud? No. Okay. I am going to love it when we know what he's saying.
Yes, when he can develop words.
What's that? Oh. Oh, he's telling me to drink because I coughed.
Oh.
Thank you.
All better? What a guy.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I understand.
Mommy understands him perfectly,
I think
yeah.
you spend a lot of time with him, so you can figure
And
out
I did too, but I've fallen out of the habit. So
the water. I was trying to hide it, hoping you'd forget about it.
here's the question we had for you today. What has no reason to exist in 2021, yet still does? What has no reason to exist in 2021, yet still does? You were quick with an answer to this the other day when you said checkbooks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stand checks.
What?
Do you have an answer?
I'm okay.
I'm going to be honest. You haven't been alive for too long. I don't really think you qualify for this
Yeah, what do you
question.
think? What do you think doesn't... what do you think has no reason to
Everything
exist
belongs in 2021 because it's pretty much all you know. Vegetables, huh?
How about things... Sarah, why does it take 3 to 5 business days for my money to clear at the bank? I mean, we're digital.
To
Why
check-
can't it happen?
To make sure it's legit?
Because we got to move it from one bank to the other.
No, you-
Make sure it doesn't get returned.
The literal money? The literal money you have to move from one bank to the next?
So it's to be wirely transferred from one bank to the next. We
Okay.
need to make sure it's not fraud or
Okay.
any endorsement issues. It
All right.
gives the bank an opportunity to make sure they're actually going to get it before they give it to you.
But can we do it faster? Uh-oh. Did you drop Fred?
What has no reason to exist in 2021 yet still does? Junk mail. What?
Mail.
Just mail,
Just
yeah.
mail in general?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, you want to get rid of... I have friends that are letter carriers, though.
No,
They
but
won't
there's
like this
some
part.
Things like birthday cards and stuff like that. Paper statements, paper bills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
paper
yeah.
bank statements,
Well,
paper bills.
I have to write thank you notes for my graduation party. I asked if I could just send a thank you text, which
and your mom said...
I think is just as sincere. if not better.
Yeah. And Mom said no. You must send thank you cards.
Yeah, which we're just killing the environment over here. Our manners are killing the environment.
What else has no use being around in 2021? Mail-in rebates in the digital age.
Yeah, that's how they get you though. I think the whole point of that is because what's the catch?
They want to get your mailing address.
You buy a phone and then they mail you money later. But don't you have to request it? Aren't they banking on the fact that maybe you won't request it? You gave him to me. Why are you all mad? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know much about rebates.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a catch where it benefits the business. I mean, that would be a big thing to get your mailing address. Then they can send you stuff.
So do you have any thoughts on this? What has no reason to exist in 2021 yet still does?
Mrs. Guy says flashlights with everyone having a smartphone. That's a good point, except when the power goes out and your phone dies.
Yeah.
You'll always have flashlights.
Can't do that, yeah. Did I mention telemarketing? How about
That's a good one.
How about insulin being so expensive? All medicine.
Yeah,
all medicine.
That's a bigger conversation than just
than we can do
venting
today.
Here. Yeah. Yes.
What's Sarah's?
Cancer.
Cancer.
That's another big conversation.
Yeah.
We are getting really deep. I think their goal was I don't know, checks. That was a good one. Or vegetables or potato salad. That's mine.
No, don't say vegetables.
Well, that was Liam's.
Oh, okay.
I was translating for him.
How about fax machines?
Yeah.
Why do we still have fax machines in 2021?
I also feel like the scanning process, how you have to scan documents sometimes?
Yes.
I feel like we could make it easier.
Yeah, you would think so.
I don't know. The whole put it in the thing. We can do it better.
Yeah.
You're making me a little nervous with this water bottle around all these electronics. Oh, you think it's funny. You think it's funny. Well, bring it to Mummy because I don't think the cap's completely on. So bring it to her first. She's going to make sure it's single-use plastic.
Yep.
I did see somebody created an alternative to red Solo cups. Didn't you watch that story the other day?
Yes.
Which I'm intrigued. They're biodegradable or something.
Yes, they are.
So I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's an alternative. This was someone on a college campus they'd come up with the idea. They manufactured it. Now they're selling it. So I don't remember the name. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, we can find it. We can find it. We'll give them a plug. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. But yeah, single-use plastics for sure.
Anybody else?
Did you see the thing a couple of months ago where not all of the stuff that you recycle actually gets recycled?
No, I didn't see
Because a lot of it's if they don't have room at the recycling plant or stuff like that, it just gets thrown away. How heartbreaking is that? You think you're doing the right thing by recycling, half the time it just gets thrown away.
Right.
This is how we're killing the planet. Let's see, what else? We got, Dana says he still uses fax. For what purpose, if you don't mind me asking?
I know doctors' offices, don't they use...
But again, because I had to get something faxed from the doctor's office to college, to Bridgewater State.
Right.
My vaccinations or whatever.
And,
but can't we just email that stuff?
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, kind of email. I feel like email's ancient but doesn't need to be. Let's make it more like texting. Let's just make a different folder of... Yeah, but I feel like we could just make a different... folder of texting. Half of your text is texting, half of it's the email, but it's more like texting. It just seems ancient to me.
Email?
Yeah. Something about it. I don't know. Maybe it's all the BS emails you write to professors. To whom this may concern, I hope you're having a great day. I love you. Marry me. Anyways, can I get this day off from class?
That's right. You always have to sandwich it, right?
Yeah.
Have something really nice and positive, then go for what you want, then end on an up note.
I hope you had a great weekend.
Yes, I do.
I could care less about your weekend, Deborah. Abby said credit card imprinter. I don't know what that is. Somebody help me out.
Correct. Oh, you mean? Do you mean when you put the credit card in the old machine and do the?
Does anyone still use that? Abby, I'm going to be honest, sweetheart. That might just be a Vermont thing. You guys are behind in the times. I don't know. We down here in the 21st century have credit card machines. I don't know what you're using up there.
That sometimes go kaput, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Danny says accident reports for the fax. No one accepts emailed reports. But why not? Is what I'm saying. Why can't email reports be okay?
Exactly. And if they want to put it in a file,
print out the email.
Print it.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see if I missed any.
Sarah said landlines.
Yeah. Everyone has them. Does anyone use...
Yeah.
Let me know. Does anyone use their house phone? Like, legit. I don't know the last time. The last time someone picked up the house phone was Liam. He was playing with it.
Yeah.
We unplugged it.
The only thing I do with the landline is when I'm filling out a whatever form and it says phone, I put down the landline number because we have our landline, we have the ringer turned off, so that all we get is telemarketing on that phone.
Abby says, yes, we don't use them, but some places have them for when there's internet problems. Yeah, that's true. I think we probably had one.
Did you have one at the store?
We probably did. I don't know. I never really experienced internet problems. She also says her mom uses her landline.
Okay.
All right, so that's one person. Do we have any more than one person?
We only have it because we had to.
It's part of the package deal.
Yeah, the cable company is like, yeah, we're going to give you this, cable, internet, and a phone.
Sarah has another one, coins.
Oh, yeah. Are we still having a shortage?
Yes,
we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which, no, I agree with. I think cash in general. Let's just get rid of cash.
I was out somewhere yesterday. Oh, yeah. Sarah wouldn't have a job if there was no cash.
That's a good point.
She's at a bank. But I was out somewhere yesterday where they gave me change back, and I just put it in a little cup they have there, by the register. They'll have a
little tip thing,
yeah,
tip jar.
Yeah.
So. Dana says he uses his landline daily.
Daily?
Grow up, Dana. What are you doing?
I mean, grow up.
I'm just kidding. Not really, though.
And the last thing on my list here, what has no reason to exist in 2021 yet still does, adult acne. Why? I am 60 years old.
That's a strange one to have, but
I am 60 years old and I had zit. I mean, what?
I did notice that the other day. Didn't want to say anything. I didn't know if you were insecure about it. You brought it up, though.
Yeah, I didn't notice it till.
Also, it was on the side of your face. I was like, maybe he doesn't see it. Let's just let it go.
I didn't for a while.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm trying to think if I have any other ones. You got any other ones, Sarah?
Probably.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Well, if
potato salad. That's
potato
my last
salad.
one. Yeah.
If it comes to you during the day, feel free to send it to us.
Yeah.
Right? What'd you
say?
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah. It is.
The fact that people still smoke when the science tells you how bad it is.
They're like, you know what? I'm going to die anyways.
Yeah.
80 years early, but I'm going to die anyways. Yeah.
Shall we move on to a...
Let's do it, because we'll probably just think of more.
All right. Shall we move on to a Bridezilla story?
Let's do it.
Gotta love these. Someone said, one of my closest friends from college had asked me to be a bridesmaid, and during the mandatory bridesmaid meeting, she warned us not to show up at her wedding looking like a bunch of coked-out whores. She meant makeup. She also insisted on pre-approving any hairstyles we thought we wanted to have at least 6 months in advance of the wedding, and then stapled the picture of the approved hairstyle to the itineraries we were given at the rehearsal dinner in case we'd forgotten. Oh no, he dropped Fred. The bride kicked the groom's lifelong best friend out of the wedding party because he lived with his girlfriend and she wanted her entire wedding party to be pure. Never mind the fact that it was her third marriage. And the other two had ended due to her own infidelity.
Jesus. I don't know. I'm in shock.
Some of these you just have to shake your head.
I think they're made up. I'm convinced no one can be this nasty.
Really?
Oh, cameras for sure are going to go down. Let's see.
We are trying to direct him around the camera wires.
Just the whole thing about kicking them out for being pure when she's
okay. When she's not.
We're gonna keep the water back here now. That scared me. That scared me. But yeah, no, that's why I think they're made up.
You think these are,
How can you be that? I mean, I don't know.
These are from BuzzFeed. Is where I got these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby says she sounds like a peach. She does, right?
Yeah. My cousin made her bridal party, which included my kids, posed for pictures in the pouring rain. She and the groom were the only ones with umbrellas. And then she made the groomsmen carry her over to the reception tent so that she wouldn't ruin her dress in the mud.
Who stays at these weddings, like, when this stuff happens? I'd be like, yeah, F you. Later. I'm out. I can go get drunk for cheaper somewhere else.
I'd be the guy that sits there and says, I want to see how bad this really gets, you know?
Nah, I don't know. I can't support that.
No.
I'd have to bounce.
I live in Texas, and the rest of the bridal party lived in Michigan. Well, the bride was upset that I was too tan standing next to her and the other bridesmaids, so everyone was required to get spray tans to match me. Well, the tans ended up staining the dresses on the day of the wedding, and she blamed me for it, saying that I hadn't considered that she was pale, and I obviously just wanted to make myself look better than she did. Well,
what is it like? Do you just bring a swatch of your skin to the tanning, like you do it to Home Depot and Lowe's? You're like, I would like. Can you match this color, please? Put it in the machine. Let me know.
Yeah. And finally, I had already been to 3 dress fittings with a bride when, at the last minute, she scheduled a 4th fitting for herself on the same day my sister was coming into town. I told the bride that we were having a family dinner, and she responded that I needed to make her the priority first. When I told her I couldn't just drop everything, she told me that in that case, I was no longer required to be a bridesmaid. I didn't even get invited to the wedding.
At that point, again, I'm not going. Like, I don't know. That's screw them.
Just not going to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm done with it. I'm cutting those people out of my life completely.
Here's the story we mentioned earlier today, Braley's Bizarre But True. A man from Colorado brought his own scale to a Texas Roadhouse restaurant to make sure that his steak was truly 6 ounces. The 22-year-old man was celebrating his birthday at the restaurant, and he ordered ribs and a 6-ounce steak. There you go. He thought the steak looked small, so he whipped out his scale. Doesn't everybody bring one?
He's definitely a drug dealer.
He whipped out his scale, and the steak only weighed 3.6 ounces. He went on social media to post the results, and some of the comments called the move that of a Karen,
I have mixed feelings.
as it was extra and unnecessary, while others praised him for holding Texas Roadhouse accountable. Some even pointed out that the steak is 6 ounces before it is cooked and will shrink upon hitting the grill. Dana, is that how this goes? Would a 6-ounce steak actually shrink to 3.6 ounces?
I don't know. I will say 2 things to him having a scale, first off. Either one, he's been there before, and this is a frequent occurrence to him where he feels like he's getting shafted when it comes to steak.
Right.
Or he's a drug dealer. Those are the only 2 people that would carry a scale on them.
Yeah. Why would you?
But yeah, no, I don't. Part of me is like proud of him for catching Texas Roadhouse, because if they're trying to pull a fast one on you, they're like, oh, it's a 6-ounce steak, but it's really 3.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to be kind of petty in order to do that, right?
Didn't somebody sue Subway because the footlong was only 11 inches?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And they won.
Yeah.
I think they won the lawsuit.
But again, I wonder if that was like a case where they trying to like save money. They're like, no one will notice. With all the stuff that's going on with Jared, nobody's going to notice if we just slide this in there. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I will say that he wasn't short of food because it was the 3-ounce steak. I mean, ribs and a steak.
And a steak, yeah.
That is what caught my attention with this story. That's a big meal. I'm full just thinking about it.
I know, huh?
But yeah, no, I don't. Do you guys think it's petty or do you think it's good? Dana says 6-3 is a heavy loss, but possible. Right?
Yeah,
that does seem like a lot.
I thought that would be a lot. Yeah. I mean,
they were probably trying to make it like, oh, it's a 6-ounce steak. Maybe it was like a 5-ounce steak to start off, 4-ounce steak.
Okay.
And then it lost.
That I could see. Yeah.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings. What do you guys think? Let us know.
I have one other story while you participate in the chat there. Over 450,000 bees had to be removed from the inside walls of a farmhouse in Pennsylvania. A couple just recently bought the 1872 farmhouse without conducting an inspection. There's their first mistake. Because they had been searching for a home in the area and they wanted to move quickly when the house came on the market. The beekeeper said he removed an estimated 450,000 bees,
Jesus.
comprising 3 colonies, from the walls of the home. He said the bees appear to have been living inside the house for about 35 years. The couple said the total cost of the bee removal and reconstruction on the damaged parts of the house amounts to about $12,000.
I mean, shout out to the bees, first off.
To the bees?
30-plus years. I mean, good for them.
Yeah, really.
Good for them.
They must have liked the neighborhood.
That is like my worst nightmare, though.
What? Oh,
All those bees. That's like Sarah's dream. Sarah's allergic to bees, but loves bees. It's an interesting
it's
dynamic.
a crazy twist.
Yeah.
Have you seen there's a, I guess a bee collector or whatever they're called, a beekeeper. There's a beekeeper that has a TikTok.
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes into these places and she does the whole, and she explains the whole thing to you with the queen bee and moving the queen, and they all follow her.
They literally go in there with, like, short-sleeve shirts on.
Yes.
Shorts. They're like, let's do this. Bring it on, bees. And the bees just love them.
And they have
Thanks, my man.
They have no fear at all.
I don't need this right now, but I appreciate it.
Charlie's here. Hello, Charlie.
Um,
Liam was going through a stage yesterday with Charlie. Charlie would get near him and he'd go, "No!" It's like he's not doing anything.
yeah, Charlie jumps, but, like, he's not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
But every time Charlie comes close, he's like, ow. And we're all like, he didn't even touch you. You're faking it. You're lying. He was messing with Charlie, though. He would throw the couch pillow on the ground. Charlie would get it, and then he would yell at Charlie for having the pillow.
I know.
And then he would
It's
take
like-
it back, and he would throw it for Charlie. Charlie would get it, and he would yell at it. And I was like, no, Charlie's just a puppy. We're confusing him right now.
You coming up?
Yeah, all right.
See, it's good when he does the
Now
climbing.
it's time for Laughing with Leonard. What you got for us,
What you
Leonard?
got for us?
Nice. You've been talking all morning.
Shall we do a...
Stage fright.
Do you want me to read you a story? I can read everybody a story. Uncle Pete's story time.
Great. We're all going to fall asleep. It's 9 a.m.
Do we have any more chats before? Because that's
let's
just
see.
about it for today.
Peter Guy says fax is more secure point-to-point contact, no internet connection.
A fax.
Yeah. See, the sad part is you're all right. It still aggravates me, though. Diane says, I use my landline when my cell phone has sucky reception, but the ringer is off. Yeah, the ringer's off on ours, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. We do that sometimes.
For some, I don't know if the house is lined in lead, but for some reason, if I'm calling a doctor, why am I holding this? If I'm calling a doctor trying to get an appointment or something like that, and they'll be like, "I can't hear you," and I'll move 2 feet and they can hear me. I don't know what's in the, but
I do think as a society we need to stop being so sassy when someone can't hear us because of connection issues. Like, you notice when someone's like, "Oh, I can't hear you. You're breaking up." We're automatically like, "Can you hear me now?" Hello.
And then we
hello.
and we get louder.
Yeah, we get so mad.
Right.
And it's like, it's nobody's fault. It's just life. Yeah. Just say what you said in the normal voice. But then from that point, the conversation just gets mean. Yeah. I don't like that. That's my biggest pet peeve.
But as
phone always works when you say, "All right, I'll talk to you later."
Yeah.
Like when you give up, your phone.
When you give up, it works.
Yep.
So, no, the reason I was saying that was it's at a time like that I would go with the landline.
Yeah.
If it's really that much of an issue today, I'd use the landline. So
be careful around the buttons.
Yeah.
Diane said we all had what they call maskne. We did. That was a brutal period of time. I mean, it still is sometimes. Like, you just get the acne around where your mask is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me, it was my cheeks. That's where it like rubs. So like I would get a lot of acne right here.
And my aggravation with the mask, and I tried all the tricks. My glasses always fog up. I mean, I try. Remember somebody said put shaving cream. I put shaving cream on my like $200 glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so stupid. I don't know. I think it worked once.
Well, it's like shaving cream is good for baseball gloves for the leather on it.
Oh yeah.
So I bought my last catcher's mitt was like $350, and everyone was like, "What are you doing?" Trish especially. She was like, "What are you doing to that glove?" I was like, "Trust me,
man.
Trust me, Trish.
I'm breaking it in.
We'll get through this." Let's see what else we got here. Diane said that's a whole lot of shrinkage, though. I can understand if the steak he got was 5 ounces. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I would think. I mean, I'm no chef. I have zero experience. I would think like 1 ounce of loss
Shrinkage.
Of shrinkage.
Yeah.
I like that.
Why does the Seinfeld episode come to mind? And I rarely watch Seinfeld. But.
Dana says, especially if there was a lot of fat on the meat. Yeah, that would change it too,
Okay.
right?
This was the if you missed it, story of a 6-ounce steak that when it came to that's what the guy ordered. He ended up getting a 3.6-ounce steak. So could it shrink that much? So
a couple more. Abby says she does it barehanded too. I know they literally they would do it butt naked if they could.
What
if
are we
they could
talking
post that
about?
on the internet. I want you to just think of my last statement and try and figure out what we're talking about. I think that would be more fun. I just said that they would do it butt naked if they could.
Butt naked if they could.
I just want to know what's going through his mind.
I'm in a fog.
Beekeepers.
Oh, okay.
They would do
Thank
it.
you.
They would do it butt naked if they could.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Strange.
Diane says, "Dang, that's a cute kiddo." He's all right. He's currently scratching my expensive laptop. So, right
Dropping
now,
your lens caps.
yeah,
So.
we have a love-hate relationship during the show.
Thank you so much for
Oh,
being patient.
and
Grammy's
just-
home.
This is just what we needed right at the end here.
Right at the end, Grammy makes it
A
home.
visit from Trish.
And it's Charlie peeing
You know
on
what?
the bed.
Let's clap it up for Trish.
Yeah. Yay.
They can't hear the applause over there.
Yeah.
I cued applause for you. You can watch it back.
Charlie's going crazy. Oh, Mommy's home.
We got a party going on in here.
Yeah.
We're going to end it with this comment from Diane. She said, Pete, page 146, you don't do Mondays. Thank you, Matt, for giving your dad a reason to do Mondays again. We love it. You're welcome. And I think that's going to do it. We got a lot going on here right now.
We did debate whether or not we were going to do Mondays, but we do.
We
so.
did it. We did.
All right.
And right before the show started, he wanted to pull back on that offer. And I was like, nope, it's too late. Too
Can't
late
do
now.
it. All right. We'll leave you with a thought for the day, and then we'll get into our crazy day here. Thank you for your patience with a crazy show today.
I think it was a pretty good show.
Yeah. Our thought for the day today, life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself.
That was very fitting because Liam brought us a remote.
That's right.
Yeah, we have a remote. Hold it up and say it again. Let's do it.
Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself.
Boom.
All right.
Love it.
Make it a great day.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Peace.